Alright guys, so in this video we're gonna be comparing every single XP setup in Grow Garden from 0 token value to up to more than 1,000,000 tokens worth of the XP setup. So there's gonna be 6 XP setup in this video, and trust me, the most expensive one is gonna make your screen fill with the notifications, and this is gonna be a really good video, and I want you guys to go and grab some snacks and enjoy the video because I'm gonna be comparing about 6 XP setup that are in the game right now, and all of these setups are really insane. Not the cheapest one, but you guys will really love it, and this will give you the idea of what XP setup to go for. And trust me, the most expensive setup is nowhere close to the one that I'm going to show you in this video. That is a 0-second XP setup. Cost not much and it's going to be insane. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, so first we're going to be starting with the cheapest of the cheapest XP setup, and which is the piggies. So if you guys don't know, these piggies can actually get you XP for the amount of gold ingot cosmetics you have in your garden. So first I'm gonna get about like 7 of these, and yeah, I have no time to actually craft them, so we're gonna be purchasing them. So you guys better like the video because I'm gonna be spending a lot of tokens just for this video, because a lot of people were asking that make a video about XP setup. So let's get about 7 of these, and the one pet that we're gonna be putting in the garden will be the pet that we're gonna target for the XP. So we have like 5, 6, and that should be 7. Okay, I think I just said 6, 7. Don't do that in the comments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 6, 7. 7, not 6, 7. Okay, and we're gonna be getting about like hundreds of these. You know what? I don't care. 100 gold ingots. I don't want to spend Robux. I spent all my Robux already. Okay, this is gonna take a while, buying all of this. And I could craft these, but you know, that will be like, I don't know, like an hour video, me crafting all of those, and maybe more than that. And first let's check the ability of these first, because I'm not quite sure how many ingots are the max. So we don't want to overspend on those and then find out that they're not useful at all. So it goes about 101 XP for every gold ingot cosmetic in the garden. And I know I can maybe level them up, and you know what, let's just check. If you level them up, is the XP is gonna be better. So it's 109 XP right now. Yeah, it goes up, but you guys will get the idea, right? Because if we start leveling up all of these and make them 60 kg, that will be like pretty expensive setup, and we're trying to make the cheapest setup. Trust me, making a pet huge cost a lot of tokens if you don't have the rainbow hedge elephant. So that's why we're gonna be using the default one, so that you guys don't have to you know, spend all the money. So that's why this is the cheapest setup. I don't know how many I have bought so far. We have to buy about like 100 of these. So yeah, that is gonna take a while. Guys, I'm tired of buying these. I only bought like 72 of these, and it's taking forever. And it takes craft time just 1 minute. I don't know why I'm doing this. Why am I spending tokens? I have no idea. But yeah, we're gonna test the cheapest XP setup, and I'm not quite sure. You know what? 75 should be enough. Hundreds will be like too much. So we're gonna put all the pets, and we're gonna put all the gold ingots right here. And again, this will give you the idea, and I'm pretty sure none of you guys are gonna use the cheapest XP setup at this point. So we'll just put about like 70 plus of these gold ingots, and yeah, I can't place more than that. So basically I bought 32 of them for nothing. So anyway, if we have all the piggies, we have all the gold ingots, and now we're gonna put a level 1 pet to see how long it takes for us to get about 50 age. And I'm not quite sure what pet I have that is 1 age. Oh, Prince Wasp, I got it. I'm not even quite sure when I got it. So it's age 1. So let's see. Is it gaining XP? It is actually not that bad. It's going up. And I'm pretty sure for age 50 it's gonna take a while. So yeah, we're gonna wait, and I'll put the timer, and I'll tell you how many minutes it took to get age 50 using the golden piggies. And you know what, just to make it a little bit better, I'm gonna be using some toys on these piggies as well. I'll use a large choice. I don't have the other ones. So yeah. What's the XP boost though? 141. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it's totally fine. We're gonna be putting all the toys, and now we wait for the XP. Alright guys, so I've been waiting for about 25 minutes and this thing just does not work. Actually, it's been only 23 minutes and it's stuck on age 17. So this golden piggy thingy is completely worthless. Like, trust me, you can't even use them. I spent about like 8,000 tokens on these and they're not working. So yeah, cheapest setup is not worth it. And yeah, that cheapest setup was not even a cheapest setup at this point. So we're gonna be using the next setup, that is gonna be the capybaras. So if you guys don't know, capybaras used to be really good. So we're gonna be putting 7 capybaras, and yeah, I'm gonna be using all the titan and colossals. So capybaras used to be so good back in those days. They were the meta because people used to use them, and they were quite expensive as well. So we're going to be putting a lot of capybaras and see how long it takes to get 50 age. So I'm going to be needing to find age 1 pet first, and I'm not quite sure which one to use at this point. Is this one age 1? I'm not quite sure. You know what? I'll just find something that I have never used. For example, this giant snowman. Yeah, it's age 1. Let's see how long it takes to get age 50. Until then, a friend of mine is going to be helping me out with the expensive setup because I sold all my albinos. So he's going to be lending me one for the video. And I think he will join in time soon. Let's see. And it's already on age 9. This is actually pretty good. I'm not going to lie. For AFK, capybaras are not that bad. And if you have a lot of pancake stacks or horseshoe magnets, capybaras are actually pretty good. And they look actually pretty insane as well. Hold on, let me show you. I'll turn on the pet scaling. Oh my goodness, they are actually pretty insane, and I'm lagging. I don't know why I'm lagging. Yep, it's lagging. Because of the capybaras, I'm pretty sure. And it's age 11, and trust me, this is much faster than the cheapest XP setup. And capybaras are still considered really cheap now because you can find colossal ones for about like 300 tokens each. So if you run AFK and age up your pet, not a bad deal. I mean, look at that. Look at the amount of XP I'm getting right now. Like 100 XP per second is not that bad. And I think to get about like 50 age, it will be probably like 30 minutes maybe, or somewhere close to that. We'll have to find out at least. Let's see how long it takes. Because trust me, if you use pets like Dilophosaurs or some new pets, they're much better than this. But this one is still considered a cheap setup for the new players who cannot afford the best of the best XP setup. And yeah, it is doing pretty good. I would say that it's already on like 14 age as compared to the piggies. Piggies took about like more than 20 minutes to get to age 17. And here we are in like about 2 or 3 minutes up, and it's actually pretty good. Actually, let me check. Yeah, 3 minutes up, and it's actually pretty good. So the capybaras are actually doing pretty good as compared to the piggies, like I said. And we're down to like 4 minutes, and we are on age 18. So for AFK, you can get overnight 100 age, which does not sound that much good. Trust me, because right now you can get like 10 minutes for age 100 even. For like decent pets, but this one was so good back in those days. People used to use them, and they used to worth a lot in terms of pets. And that time there were no tokens, so we cannot say what tokens they worth. But right now it's doing pretty good as compared to the cheapest one. And now I'm not going to be wasting all the time to get it to age 50, because we know how it goes. Couple of hours you will get age 50. So now we're going to change the setup to some decent setup that a lot of people can afford. That will be Gilded Chocolate Peryton and the 15-second mimic. So we're going to be using that. So this will be our third setup, and let's see how long it takes to get about 50 age. And this one is going to be pretty good. So we're going to be using a mimic octopus, and I'm only going to be using one Peryton because, you know, combining both, you can get both of these things in about like, I don't know, maybe like in 5,000 tokens. So Gilded, Chalk, Peryton, and a Mimic. And I'm using a Colossal one, but you can use a 69 kg 15 second as well. And now we have to find age 1 pet again. That'll be Mented Strip. So let's see how long it takes to get age 50. And this one is going to be actually pretty good. And we're not going to be waiting until age 50. We will get the idea how good this is. And by the way, Gilded, Chalk, Perytons are one of the best XP pets right now in the game, because if you read the ability of those, it's like every 10 minutes they give 27,000 XP. And by the way, if you're using it with mimics, it's gonna be every 15 seconds. And I think my mimic just copied the mantis strip. So you know what, we're gonna be using non cooldown pet, and I think I might have some squids. I have H2 candy squirrel. Can we use that? Actually, yeah, we'll use the candy squirrel because it's H2. We don't care. H2 you just get by just staying, AFK with the hunger. So hopefully Mimic copies the age 15 just like that. And if you amp up, if you manage to spend like a couple of more thousands, you will be able to get another 69 kg Mimic, which will be good. And let's say if you decide to spend 10,000 on your setup, you will get a couple of more mimics. And right now mimics are going for about like 2,000 tokens. And yeah, 15-second mimics cost 2,000 tokens right now. They're pretty cheap. So let's see how long it takes for this to get 50 age. And trust me, this time we don't even have to go AFK. It's already on 19 age. That is actually pretty insane. And by the way, this is a cooldown pet. If you use it with a non-cooldown pet, you will be good to go. 22 age. Oh my goodness, this is actually so good. This is one of the best XP setup as compared to the other ones that we have tested. And also, this is one of the most affordable and good XP setup that you can get right now in Grow a Garden. And I got Candy Mutation on Beanstalk. That is actually, I'm not even quite sure. This is the first time I got it. And yeah, so you guys can compare. The first one took about like 20 minutes for 17 age. Second one took about like 3 minutes. And this isn't like just few seconds. We're on like 22 age. 24 by the way. So all in all, this is actually a really good setup. Mimics and Gilded Chocolate Perytons are gonna be good to go. And I would say you guys can use this apart from anything, and that will be actually pretty insane to use. And you know what? This should be good to give us the idea what kind of XP you should expect. It's already on 28 age by the way while we are talking. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and get something really expensive. This is where it's gonna get into a mid-range of the amount you can spend on the XP setup. So we're gonna be using peacocks and about French fry ferrets. So if you guys don't know, peacocks and French fry ferrets were used to be so expensive setup back in those days, and I even made videos about them. So we're gonna be using that as well right now to see how much it takes to get about 50 age. And by the way, ferrets are still good. They're still preferred pets to age up after 50 age. So what I'm thinking is, for less than 50 age, you guys can use like Gilded Chocolate Peryton or some Dillos or something like that. But after 50 age, you gotta use French fry ferrets. Nothing can beat that at all in this game right now. So I'm already on 32 age, so Perytons are really good. So now let's test out the peacocks and French fry ferrets. And peacocks are gonna be still good. They're still accessible. Like, they're not even that expensive. Okay, I'm not gonna use the albino peacock, so I'm gonna be using the normal peacocks. Yeah, 4 peacocks should be good, and 3 ferrets. And I hope I have 3 ferrets here. We have Enchanted, we have Venom, and there's gonna be 1 Alienated. Yeah, there you go. And 1 pet that we're trying to get the XP, the level. So I'm gonna be using the squirrel as well, because since ferrets works the best after the age 50. So we're gonna see how quick the ferrets are gonna work with the peacocks. So right now it's on 17-minute cooldown, and peacocks are gonna work. And if you guys don't know, peacock starts chain reaction. So what I mean by that is, if 1 peacock works, it makes the other one works, and the other one makes the other one works, and the other one makes the other one works, and it goes on and on forever. So you guys can see ferret is on 10-minute cooldown. If 1 peacock works, all of them are gonna be working, and ferrets, it's literally on 1 minute cooldown from 20 minutes. That is actually pretty insane. Like, few seconds, it will reduce 20-second cooldown. And I know it is kind of confusing what setup to use, and this video is going to explain every single thing to you guys. And ferrets are already ready, and I'm pretty sure all of these are ready. Yeah, 35 age, I hope it's going to be 36. Yeah, 36. So this setup is also pretty good. If you have age 50 pet, if you're trying to max it out, peacock and ferrets are still so good. And still, this is really affordable. One peacock can cost you about 1500 tokens. That's going to be 15 seconds cooldown, or maybe 1000 if it's age broken, right? And apart from that, the ferrets, they're like 300 each. So in less than, I think, 5000, you guys can get this peacock and ferret setup. That is actually pretty decent, and I would say I highly recommend you to try this if you're trying to get to age 50 to age 100. And yeah, ferrets are going to be ready again. Let's see how long it takes. And this is what I'm talking about. If you see one peacock gets ready, the other ones are going to get ready as well. So this peacock got ready. This one's going to get ready as well. Okay, these all are going to get ready just like that. And will be about like 39 age, just like that. And does not matter about the XP because ferrets directly gives you the age. So yeah, pretty good setup, about 5000 worth of the setup. And now we're gonna actually get into the expensive side. We're gonna be using rainbow hedge dillos with mimics. And rainbow hedge dillo right now, they go for about like I think 40,000 tokens on the best. So I'm gonna be using just one dillo because a lot of people can afford just one rainbow hedge dillo. And I think this is 62 kg. Yeah, it's 62 kg. We're gonna be using one mimic. Where's the mimic? We'll just use one normal 16, not 16, the 15-second one, because you know a lot of people can actually afford that. And now we're gonna put age 1 pet, giant ash raven. Yeah, this should be good. I hope my mimic does not copy the giant ash raven. So a lot of people can afford like multiple mimics, so I'm just gonna put one more just in case, because you know because giant ash raven can be copied by mimic as well. Let's see if Dillo's copies the mimic copies the Dillo. And by the way, Dillo is just 1 minute cooldown, so it should be pretty good as well. Age 10, age 14. Wait, what age? 16? Oh my goodness, Dillos are still pretty good. I did not know that, chat. And I'm using 2 mimics and 1 Dillo, and we are already on age 20. Holy, so rainbow hedge Dillos are faster than the Gilded Chalk Peryton. Am I tripping right now, or Gilded Chocolate Peryton are nowhere close to rainbow hedge Dillos? So I've been telling that for so long, but okay, few seconds, 20 age. This is much faster than the Gilded Chocolate Perytons. But yeah, Dillos cost a lot. So this setup that I'm using right now with rainbow hedge Dillo is gonna cost you around 45,000 with rainbow hedge Dillo, and it's actually still pretty good. I know mimic copies the other pets sometime as well, but look at the amount of XP we are getting. What if I just put no cooldown pet? Hold on. So let's say if I put a no cooldown pet that is not maxed out. I think I have some squids. Yeah, this is age 4. Let's check out, because mimics are not gonna copy the squid, I'm 100% sure. And let's see how much XP we get. Oh my goodness, I don't know, Dillos are still so underrated. People used to call them overrated, but now they're worth every single token that you spend on them. Rainbow hedge Dillos are gonna be evergreen pets in Grow Garden. And now mimics are gonna copy the rainbow hedge Dillo, not the ruby squid. So we will know how much XP we get, and I hope the Dillo just starts chain reaction between the mimics and the Dillos. I mean, look at the amount of XP we are getting. This is just actually insane. Look at my screen. 17 age, just like that. 18, 20, 22. What the? I'm not gonna lie, chat. I think I'm gonna be still using the rainbow hedge Dillos for the XP setup, because they're just so good. For non-cooldown pet, they're just the best. Within few seconds, 26 age. And this is nowhere close to the Gilded Chalk Peryton. Gilded Chocolate Peryton are way behind than the rainbow hedge Dillos. I'll tell you that. We are already on like 28 age, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna be hitting 30 age within no time. Yep. And this setup is a mid-range setup, costs you about like 45,000 tokens, I would say. And 50 age is gonna be a joke for rainbow hedge Dillos. They can just do it just like that. And now it is actually time to use a 0-second setup, because this setup is actually gonna be pretty insane as well. So I'll take off all the Dillos and all the pets, and by the way, 34 age in like few minutes. that is actually pretty good. So if you guys don't know, I already made a video about the 0-second setup, how this works. You guys can watch my video. I'll just put the pets right now in the garden. So you need to have a lion, and if you use a Titan lion, that will be pretty good. I don't have it. You can age break the lion, make it 74 kg. That will be actually pretty insane. And then we're gonna be using a griffin, and I'll use the toys on these pets because you know, we need to get the maximum amount of the output from these pets. So I'm gonna be using griffins, lion, and what we're gonna be using are the oxpeckers. So we have a lot of 60 kg oxpeckers. Yeah, we've been holding on those. And there was oxpecker, where is it? Oh, oxpecker, rainbow oxpecker, there you go. 3 oxpeckers should be good. Actually, you know what, I'll just put 4. We're gonna be using 1 Peryton, Gilded chalk Peryton, and 1 pet where we want the age. So this setup is gonna be a 0-second setup. If you guys don't know, I will explain in a bit. And we need age 1 pet. I don't know if I have age 1 pet. You know what, we have to look for it. Firemite, yeah, Firemite should be good. So once lion starts working, it's gonna be it. So I'll just use a toy since I'm not using the max passive one. Large toys on both, that should be good. Okay, so now we have to wait until the cooldown goes down. And then once it starts, it's gonna be a 0-second cooldown for the XP, and you guys will see what I'm talking about. We have to wait just 2 minutes. Alright guys, so the lion is ready, and now you guys will see how it's gonna work. Once it does the ability, it's gonna do it again and again. And I use the toys because, you know, we need to get the max passive. So let me just show you how lion works. It's gonna get ready, and because of the oxpeckers, it's gonna get ready again and again and feel stuck on the loop. As you can see, ready. And I know I'm exaggerating this, but there's actually a 0-second setup. This one is going to cost you a lot of tokens because Griffin alone is about like 85,000 tokens. Lions are cheap, but the oxpeckers, good luck finding them. I have all of them, but yeah, you guys can see 0 seconds. It's going to be keep ready, and this pet is already on, oh my god, 19 age, just like that. 22, just like that. I cannot even tell how good this is. Look at that, 1 minute for this, and just keep watching what's gonna happen. It's gonna get ready again because of the lion doing it again. 20 seconds, ready, and lion is stuck on ready. This is a fairly expensive setup, gonna cost you about, let's say, 90,000 to 100,000 tokens. It is worth it though because it's a 0-second setup, but you guys know this is actually just mind-boggling. And the Gilded chalk Peryton is ready again. I mean, look at that. It's 20 minutes cooldown, right? I think it is 20 minutes. I think it's 10 minutes, my bad. Look at it, how long it takes to get ready. 8 minutes, 7 minutes, and the lion is gonna get ready again. 5 minutes, and lion is basically 0-second cooldown, and griffins are helping it as well. So Peryton is gonna work every 10 seconds. Every 10 seconds you're gonna get XP. And this is much faster than the rainbow hedge Dillos. I know it costs a lot, but it is way faster than that. And I really love this XP setup because I personally use it, and like I said, it's ready again. I mean, look at the lion, it's stuck on ready. What else do you need? A 0-second setup for your XP. And I know I'm exaggerating this, and this got two toys because of the enchanted, but yeah, I was saying, I know I'm exaggerating at this point, but this setup is actually gonna be the best setup so far. That is gonna be really expensive actually. I mean, look at it, 1 minute again. The Perytons are just working and working, and trust me, rainbow hedge griffins are really skyrocketing right now just because of this setup. Lion, rainbow hedged griffin, oxpeckers, and you guys are gonna be insanely pro players, I would say. So this setup again gonna cost you around 100,000 tokens, and I would say, is it worth it? Yeah, it is worth it, because you cannot just do this, the XP for 0 seconds. You can use some other pets as well that will work with the lion, and I would highly recommend you to get the lions that are age broken till the max, and you will be good to go. And while we're talking, it's already on 34 age, so basically just a few minutes you will be on age 100. And by the way, Perytons are gonna be stuck on ready, And it's on 20 seconds again, and it's ready again. Oh my goodness. Am I tripping right now, or this is the best XP setup so far in Grow a Garden? I mean, look at that. It's stuck on ready. And I'm glad I'm making this video so you guys can get the idea what setup to look for. And I think, am I recording? Yeah, I'm recording. Sometimes I get confused if I'm recording or not. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, this XP setup is actually pretty good, but we have even more expensive setup right now. That will be the most expensive setup in this video. That's gonna cost you about more than 200,000 tokens. So let's get into that one. So the final setup, and I seriously don't want to get rid of this setup right now because this is so good. 0-second cooldown, and I don't know, my voice is even breaking while talking about this. It's actually pretty good. And by the way, this is so good even though my Rainbow Hedge Griffin is not even maxed out on the ability, but you guys can see 38H. But anyway, I gotta take it off, and now we will go to the most expensive XP setup. That it's gonna cost you about 200,000 tokens, and yeah, it requires to have an Albino Peacock. So I have a teeny weeny one, not gonna use that. And huge shout out to this guy right here who's in my server, King AJ. He lent me his Albino Peacock since I have a small one, so I got the max passive one. And by the way, if you guys don't know, Albino does unlimited ability. I will explain in a bit right now. So I'm gonna put some ferrets as well because this setup requires some ferrets. So I'll put like 3 French fry ferrets. That should be good. And we're gonna put Rainbow Hedge Dilo. And that's why this XP setup is gonna cost you a lot of tokens. So we have this, and we're gonna put a Peryton as well. I'll put the Gilded Chalk Peryton. And last one is gonna be another Rainbow Hedge Dilo. By the way, you guys will know what I'm talking about here. And I don't have any max passive one. Oh, this one is good. It's 62 kg, but it's not maxed out. But you know what? We will use the Giant Golem one because that is gonna be much better than that. And we're gonna put one pet that is gonna be for the XP. I'm not quite sure if this is gonna be better than the 0-second cooldown setup, but this one is gonna be really expensive. We're gonna be going Giant Silver Dragonfly, age 3 right now. And if you guys can see the Albino Peacock, once it starts doing its ability, if it gets the pets in its radius, it's gonna be doing the ability again. So it's ready. So Albino is by default a 0-second pet. You don't need any expensive stuff, because Albino is by itself really expensive. Like right now they're going for like 90,000 to 100,000 tokens. So Albino is actually really OP. I don't know why they're going down. I would say they should go up in value, but they're actually pretty good. As you can see, it's stuck on ready. We're already on age 25, 26 within just few seconds. I'm not even exaggerating at this point, chat. This setup is going to cost you more than 200,000 tokens, but this is going to be the fastest XP setup in the game. And trust me, if you can afford this setup for the XP, you will be in luck. And this setup is also useful if you remove one Rainbow Hedge Dilophosaurus and put a Rainbow Hedged Elephant. You will have an XP setup plus KG boost setup as well. And as you can see right now, 32 age already. Yeah, this is much better than the 0-second setup. And I really would want this setup to be the go-to setup if you guys can afford this setup. So from the cheapest XP setup that costs you basically 0 tokens to the most expensive XP setup in Grow a Garden is this. And as you can see, 35 age, and I think it's been only like a minute and we're already on like 35 age on a pet, and that too, that is a cooldown pet. And here it does not matter if you put a cooldown pet or a non-cooldown pet, you will be getting insane amount of XP. And even getting age 100 is not gonna be a problem since we're using the French ferrets as well. So yeah, the most expensive XP setup is gonna be it. And I hope you guys gonna be enjoying this video, and I hope this video gets you the idea of what XP setup to go for, from the most cheapest one to the expensive one. And let me know in the comments if you guys think there's another XP setup that is much better than this. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.